The sky was dark that evening. Thick clouds covered the sun, and a cold wind moved through the empty streets. It felt like the kind of day where something unusual was about to happen, even if no one could explain why. Laiba and Halima were walking home quickly after school, holding their bags tightly as the wind brushed past them. "Let's hurry," Laiba said. "It looks like it's going to rain any minute." Halima glanced around uneasily. "I don't know why, but this place feels different today." Laiba smiled slightly. "You always say that when it gets quiet." But just as they turned the corner of an old, closed shop, Halima suddenly stopped. "Wait," she whispered. Laiba turned back. "What happened?" Halima slowly raised her hand and pointed toward the ground. There. At first, Laiba couldn't see anything clearly, just the dull gray pavement and shadows stretching across the street. But then, something moved. A pigeon. It was sitting near the curb, completely still. But there was something strange about it. It wasn't trying to fly away. It wasn't even moving like normal birds do. It was just watching them. "Why is it looking at us like that?" Halima whispered. Laiba stepped a little closer, her curiosity growing. "I don't know, but it doesn't look okay." Suddenly, the pigeon tried to flap its wings, but instead of flying, it collapsed onto the ground. "Oh no," Halima said quickly. "It's hurt." The bird struggled weakly, its wing bent awkwardly. It tried to stand, but failed again. A car passed by, splashing water dangerously close to it. Halima's face filled with worry. "We can't leave it here." Laiba hesitated for a moment. The street felt strangely quiet now. Too quiet. "What if something's wrong?" she said softly. Halima looked at the pigeon again. It was staring at them, almost like it was waiting. "It needs us," she said firmly. For a second, Laiba said nothing. Then she nodded. "Okay, let's help it." Laiba carefully removed her scarf and slowly moved closer. "It's okay," she whispered gently. "We won't hurt you." Halima bent down and carefully lifted the pigeon into her hands. Surprisingly, it didn't struggle. It just stayed still. "It's not even scared," Halima said quietly. Laiba frowned slightly. "That's strange." Before they could think more, a loud thunder cracked across the sky. Boom! Rain started pouring heavily within seconds. "Quick!" Laiba shouted. "We need shelter." They ran toward an old bus stop nearby, holding the pigeon close to protect it from the rain. The shelter looked abandoned. The light above flickered weakly. Halima looked around nervously. "This place feels creepy." Laiba nodded. "Just stay here until the rain stops." They placed the pigeon gently on a dry box. For a moment, everything was silent except for the rain hitting the roof. Then something strange happened. The pigeon slowly stood up. Its injured wing moved slightly. But it didn't look like a normal recovery. It kept turning its head toward the road, then back at the girls. Again and again. "Why does it keep looking outside?" Halima asked. Laiba stepped closer. "It's like it wants us to see something." Suddenly, a car sped past outside, then another. Then the sound of brakes screeching in the distance. Halima's heart started beating faster. "What's going on?" The pigeon suddenly became restless. It flapped its wings harder, moving toward the edge of the shelter. "It's trying to tell us something," Halima said. "But what?" Laiba replied. Then, a loud crash echoed ahead. Both girls froze. Without thinking, they ran forward to see what happened. And then, they saw it. A broken electric pole had fallen across the road. Sparks were flying from exposed wires. Cars were stopping suddenly, barely avoiding danger. Halima covered her mouth in shock. "That could have been us." Laiba's eyes widened. The pigeon, it was warning us. Slowly, they turned back. The pigeon was standing calmly behind them. Not scared, not weak, just watching. "How did it know?" Halima whispered. Laiba shook her head. "I don't think. This is an ordinary pigeon." The rain slowly began to stop. The sky cleared slightly. The pigeon stepped forward. Then suddenly, it spread its wings. Fully, strong, perfect. Halima's eyes widened. "Wait, its wing, it's not injured anymore," Laiba whispered. "Then, why did it need us?" The pigeon looked at them one last time. For a brief moment, everything felt still. Then it flapped its wings and flew high into the sky, higher and higher, until it disappeared into the clouds. The sisters stood there in silence. The wind was calm now, the danger was gone, but their hearts were still racing. It saved us, Halima said softly. Laiba nodded. And we thought we were saving it. They both smiled quietly, and as they walked home, the world no longer felt strange. It felt meaningful. Moral: not everything is what it seems. Sometimes when you try to help others, you're the one being protected.